Hello, welcome to my Good for Nothing channel. A few months ago, I think in March, Solar from Mamamoo came back with her new album, Face. As soon as I saw her newspaper dress, I knew I have to try make one myself. I just needed to recreate it, not only wanted to. Because what can go wrong? I'm just gonna use some old newspapers, right? Wrong. It turned out that finding old newspapers isn't as easy as it was a couple of years ago. I searched the whole internet and I couldn't find anything like that. I was even considering buying some kind of paper with like a newspaper print on it. But then I took a better look at Solar's dress and I realized that the newspapers used to create it aren't just some random newspapers. It was called Solar's News and it looked like it has her picture on it. Anyway, I felt inspired to create my own newspaper with my face on it. To be honest, I didn't try too hard. I just found a newspaper pattern and put my picture on it. Now we only have to print it and we're done, right? Nope, said my printer and gave me as shitty printed pictures as it gets. It basically looks like a wanted poster, so I tried to make it look somehow vintage using water and it kind of worked. It started to look like an old newspaper. But at this point, my printer stopped doing even this bare minimum and I just gave up on it. I asked my boyfriend to print it for me with his printer, and this time you can see that I actually have a pair of arms in it. Now I just need to glue two sides of my newspaper together and I can finally start working on the dress. My plan is to hand sew pleated pages of the newspaper on this petticoat that I got especially for this project and which is hanging on my lamp since I don't have a mannequin. Here is a picture of me actually doing it. This bottom ruffle turned out better than I thought, so I could go all the way up, but I left some empty space between my hips and waist area so I can still put this skirt on easily. It looks like a flower when it lays like this on the floor. Okay, I finally tried it on and it's cute, but also very loud. To make the top part of the dress, I'll be using a corset. It may be a little bit like cheating, but I really want this to look good. I wrapped the corset with cling film. I made a few stitches to secure it and cut it open at the front and at the back so I can still put this on. And yes, I am using a pillow as a mannequin. Now I can start gluing pieces of my newspaper on it. I won't be following Solar's dress design too closely. I have slightly different vision on how I want it to look like in my mind. I didn't glue on the front piece so I can kind of fold it and open it whenever I need. this is how it looks like. I am very happy with the end results and it fits very nicely. My room is a mess because of this project. Now, since I have this empty space between my waist and hips area, I plan to cover it with a belt with a ruffle attached to it. So I folded a few pages into a shape of the belt, folded it in a half and unfolded it, and sew on a ruffle inside. And like that, the dress is ready. Now let me show you how I move when I have this dress on. And how I dance in it, how I pose in it, how I sit in it, which I don't recommend doing. Finally, how I take it off. I have to say it is not as uncomfortable as it may look like. So that's it. Thank you for watching.